This is Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp, sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
Don't worry about me. I haven't played in 2 years, just, worry about them. You know what I'm saying? So let me do my thing.
You think they will?
Nah.
I doubt it. Calvin Ridley hopes defenses pay attention to everyone else on the Jags offense, but we know that won't be the case. All eyes on Calvin. Heck of a conversation with Calvin Ridley today. He's confident, like really, really confident, but also humble enough to blend into the Jags offense that returns a lot of players. Welcome to First and 10 Training Camp, Day 2. I'm Brent Martineau. We will get to Ridley, but first the guys trying to defend him in practice, the Jags cornerbacks. A couple of the depth players with good plays today, not pictured, but Gregory Jr. and Monteric Brown had nice pass breakups. Tyson Campbell had a good one on Wednesday against Trevor Lawrence. Get used to that. Tyson Campbell heads into camp with lofty expectations.
Well, I'm my biggest critic, so I'm not worried about, other people thinking of me. I have aspirations and goals for myself, and, I hold myself to a higher standard, and I do believe I should be up there with the elite. So it is my duty and this year to prove it and prove it to myself.
I think he will. Back to Ridley. He's been fun to watch and full speed the first couple of days. Hasn't played football in a long time because of various reasons, including an NFL suspension last season. Teams in the NFL are keeping an eye on Jacksonville. If Ridley is a star, like he was when he last played, the Jags offense could be, dare I say, unstoppable. Action Sports Jax team coverage from camp. Olivia Tasley on Evan Engram in a moment. But first, Marcel Robinson with more on Mr. Ridley.
For the second day in a row, the player that everyone has been talking about is wide receiver Calvin Ridley. You remember through OTAs, everyone was saying they were keeping Ridley on a leash and kind of easing him in. Well, that's no longer the case. Ridley is looking better than ever. In fact, he says he feels better than ever despite being out of football for so long.
I'm here to get better for myself and my team and, come out there and play great for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I didn't lose not one step. I'm definitely wiser. I'm definitely stronger, faster. And I did not lose a step, I tell you that. Man, I'm him. I'm Calvin Ridley.
And it's not just here in Jacksonville. Remember those viral videos of his first training camp practice here where he was going up and around everyone? The social media team here with the Jags tell me that that particular video got more views on social media than DeMar Hamlin returning to practice. Everyone has their eyes on Ridley. We will too. And of course, we're going to love to see what he does when they take the field this fall. At Jaguars headquarters, Marcel Robinson, Action Sports Jax.
We're always keeping an eye on Trevor Lawrence. Trevor was a bit off at times today, but ain't nothing to worry about. It's early. Lawrence has a lot of options to throw to, and he was working with many of them in Arizona last week when everyone got the news about Evan Engram's new extension.
We were actually together. We were out in Arizona for a skills trip, and they were all at dinner. I kind of hate to tell the story. I kind of packed it in early that night. Then, of course, his deal got done like 45 minutes after I left. So I didn't even know till the next morning. And then, I saw some stuff in our group message and obviously saw all the posts and all that. And then I saw him like 5 a.m. when we were going to the airport.
Well-rested Trevor was more important than breaking news Trevor. I kind of like it. Action Sports Jax Olivia Tasley has more on Engram trying to follow up a franchise record-breaking season.
We always knew the 16 to 17 connection was going to be back in Jags, but with this extension done for Evan Engram, we now know it's going to be at least another 3-year relationship. Now, outside the building, it got a little questionable at times with fans thinking, is he going to be franchise tagged or is that extension going to get done? Inside the building, it was a completely different story. Jaguars offensive coordinator Press Taylor says his confidence never wavered in getting Engram back for the long haul.
I was always optimistic he was going to be here. We'd always planned for him to be here. We hadn't let ourselves go to what's this going to look like if we don't have Evan.
I never doubted that, they wanted me here. It was just kind of the details and the things that had to get ironed out. Never a doubt I wanted to be here, and I knew they wanted me to.
With this long-term deal done, Engram will be a veteran for a long time in this tight end room, and he says with that comes the responsibility of bringing the next guy up, including Peterson. Josh Peterson, that is. He says it's always a fun time talking to him, one, because he looks just like his dad, and two, because out of anyone in that locker room, he thought Peterson would know the offense even better than Engram himself. But he says he doesn't mind making sure his teammate gets to that next level. At Miller Electric Center, I'm Olivia Tasley, Action Sports Jax.
Storylines of the season on Friday nights. What are they? Oh, so many. We look at a few coming up next, and more with Trevor Lawrence on the way. Plus, fans in the stands. Oh, the camp practices sold out, but don't forget, check out Jaguars.com just in case anything opens up and when you can get to a practice session.
You're watching Action Sports Jacks, 1st and 10, Training Camp. Sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.
You gotta leave him there, okay? Oh, really? Go, Tyson. What do you say? This is not your autograph.
Moments they'll never forget. Tyson Campbell making a little kid's day. Nice moment after practice at the new practice facility today. Welcome back, everybody. 1st and 10 Training Camp. I'm Brent Martineau. My nightly note that we don't get to video every play at camp, which is okay, but I like to tell you about a play that maybe wasn't captured. Tight end Sammy Reyes, first Chilean-born player in the NFL, by the way. He's a beast, and after a catch today, he ran over rookie Eric Hallett, number 19 in the tight end position. Keep an eye on him in camp. Might be fun to watch. More Trevor talk. We discussed on ESPN 690 today how much ownership of the offense does Trevor have in year 3 and the second year in this system. He certainly has helped build the playbook based on some of his favorite looks. It's always a collaboration. The QB is likely ready to take charge.
It's his offense. I think just the power, the empowerment that he feels to, yesterday, day one, we have a play on, they play a different coverage, he checks it to a different play. He would not have done that at this point last year. And part of it is just knowing what we like for certain looks, what he likes, what he can get to, what the guys outside can handle as he does certain things. So just that next step.
That seems like a little thing, but I think it's a massive thing for the Jags offense and for Trevor. Listen to ESPN 690 daily recaps of camp, conversations and interviews. Listen in your car 3 p.m. until 6 p.m. to Brent and Friends, or subscribe to the Action Sports Jacks YouTube channel and watch at work. Don't worry, your boss won't mind. High school football practice begins next week. We caught up with a lot of the high schoolers this week at Baker Sports Media Day to get ready for Fridays in the fall. And Action Sports Jack Stuart Weber, our high school football expert, tracking the storylines of the 2023 season.
When it comes to game day environments, some of the best in Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia come in the smaller communities. Take, for example, the Baker County Wildcats. There's some places where football just means more, not only to the team, but the community as well.
It's just fun. People down there is like crazy. They love it. They love the game. A lot of people, you better come with already to chill and stuff like that, because Baker County gonna bring it.
Awesome experience, crazy experience, a menacing atmosphere. Glad we're on this side of it. It's honestly a captivating atmosphere.
Because you go up to Atlanta, it's like a lot of people, but it's not they're not as into it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody in Kingsland really is into the football. And it's really nice. It's a really great atmosphere.
Stands are usually jumping around, People are really excited. Some people wear their best outfits. I don't know why. It's a football game, but you know how it is.
Mention Baker County. Well, the Wildcats start the season with one of the best rivalries in our area against the Bradford Tornadoes. Those are two small towns that love their football. For now, Stuart Weber, Action Sports Jacks.
More high school football coverage on the Action Sports Jacks YouTube channel as well, including the coveted quarterback crop in Jacksonville.
The original, where I'm from. I'm original. I'm the first one, and is what I look at it. So, yeah, and I wanted to be the first one to get it for sure.
There's a story of the Calvin Ridley number 0 jersey. It's really for the letter O, he says. This is the first year players can wear the number 0. Ridley was the first to make the move, and maybe he'll make it great. Busy day around the NFL. Sean Payton, new Broncos coach, just ripping former Jags assistant Nathaniel Hackett after his year as head coach of the Broncos in 2022. Hackett got fired 15 games in. It was a disaster, but you usually don't hear coaches rip other coaches. Payton also disparaged the Jets for all the offseason promotion of getting Aaron Rodgers. Jets coach Robert Saleh responding. He, too, is a former Jags assistant. And by the way, Hackett, now part of the Jets coaching staff with Saleh. Big news in the NFL today regarding this guy. Joe Burrow hit the ground, carted off after suffering a non-contact injury. Word out of Cincy is good. Might be just a calf strain. Burrow is on the verge of landing the largest contract in NFL history. And by the way, Jalen Ramsey also injured. Looks like he'll miss the start of the season because of knee surgery. That's it for 1st and 10 training camp. Back at it tomorrow. We'll see season ticket members out there as well. Day 3 of Camp 2023. Have a good night, everybody.
Thanks for watching Action Sports Jax First and 10 Training Camp. Sponsored by Farah & Farah, the exclusive personal injury law firm of the Jaguars.